Vicky here with you. It's late, it's Sunday, and I really want to make sure that I've got a video for you guys, but I haven't prepared anything, so I figured, you know what, since I was preparing stuff, I might as well just put on the camera so that I could chat with you guys, because I know that some of you like that. I know that not all of you do, but some do. So for those of you that don't like it, you can skip forward, or you can just, you know, put YouTube faster so that you don't hear me chatting and you don't see repetitive actions, because that's what's going to happen today. It's going to be one of those long chatty videos because I don't want to be alone. And since I'm crafting for you guys, I figured, you know what, I'm going to be there with you. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do, and I decided to go for postcards, and this way I can put them in my store because I don't have any postcards left. They go pretty fast, so they will be in my Etsy store in case you're interested. The link will be in the description box below, and if they're not there anymore, well, it's because they've been sold. I'm very blessed to have so many people supporting my Etsy store. I really appreciate it. And that's what's been able to help with the purchase of some new furniture pieces. So if you follow me on Instagram or on my Facebook page, you will have seen that I purchased a library card cabinet. It was in a monastery, and it was somebody had purchased it to resell, and because he's doing, this guy does flea markets and that sort of thing, and so he has a garage and he stores the stuff in his garage, but he had a whole shipment of new items to go and get. So I got the piece for much cheaper, at least 200 bucks less than what it would have been regular price. It has 70 little drawers, so it's pretty impressive. I think it has 70. Oh, I don't remember. But go and check out the picture. I don't remember if it was mine that had 70 or he had sold one that had 70. But it doesn't matter. It has plenty of drawers. That's the point. And so I'll be able to organize my stuff, and I'm very excited. Like, I'm getting very excited, even though Andrew's moving out, and that's kind of sad, but at the same time I'm so ready to have more space and my own craft area. Like, I'm so ready. And even more so because this past week we had an incident on Monday with our water heater. It broke down on us, so we had to 9, then this would be 6. We had to replace it, and we replaced it on our wedding anniversary, which was very ordinary. So we celebrated our 25 years together with a water heater. Yeah, very excited. But because we had to get the water heater, what happens is my stuff is in the laundry room, and the laundry room is in the way to go down to the basement. So my stuff is in, like, I have a bunch of stuff that's hanging and that are in shelves along the corridor, so I had to remove all of that. And also I have, yeah, right, yeah. Also, my spare stuff is all in the basement, in the furnace area. So that meant that I also had to empty that part out. So I had stuff everywhere, and I mean, if you follow me, you know, like this is not the first time that this has happened, and I'm getting very, very frustrated with it. Because obviously when something like this happens, I need to empty out all my stuff, but I also have to make sure that I leave space to go and do the laundry, and it's just, yeah, it's just such a nightmare. So this, like, I think was the final thing that made me so very happy that I'm doing this move soon. It can't be soon enough, I'm telling you. So right now I haven't reorganized all my stuff. I just made enough space that I can actually craft these videos for you guys, and that's it. I haven't done any other videos. What I've been doing though is like trying to set up my new space. So I took measurements of everything, and I'm going with, like, I made a plan and little pieces of furniture in paper, the right size versus the room, and now I'm like I'm washi taping them down and trying to get the best look and the best space for everything. I think if I can do it, I just found it was funny because I had this empty space after I reorganized all my stuff and thought about it. I didn't have, like, over my desk is going to be a window, which is going to be great because then I don't have, like, I'll have natural lighting, so I probably won't need all the lights that I'm using right now to film. So that should make for a better video quality, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But also because of that, then I won't have the shelves over my desk. So this means that if I don't have the shelves, then I cannot put my dies that I use often or the stamps that I use often in that area. Therefore, I was like, well, I need to find a solution for this, and so I figured that, why did I put that away? Because I'm going to need it again, because I need it for this paper. Duh. So I decided that I was going to put one piece of a little cabinet, metal cabinet that I have in the garage, and I'm going to house those items behind me. Like, I won't have a lot of room behind me, but then right now I don't either, and I don't really care so much for the room. Like, I really want to be able to fit as much stuff as possible, because I have a lot of stuff and it's all over the place, and I kind of want to regroup as much as possible, like leave some mixed media stuff in the garage, but that would be it, and not have like so many pieces floating around. So that's the big thing, the big goal for me. Now this here, it's a big piece of 12 by 12, but there's this big guitar which I'm not going to use, so I was thinking that I should do I should chop it off so that I don't have the guitar, but that I can kind of do the okay, with these pieces I'll be able to do it with a small guillotine, because they're gonna go on top of that. So I don't know exactly how I want it, so I'm not going to cut it right away because I don't want to waste any paper. It's better to do it after, I think. So we'll glue this down first. So what was I saying? Yeah, I don't use a lot of space behind me, so I'm not going to miss it, and I'd like to be able to have all my inks as well for my fountain pens in that same room. I know for sure some of the display cabinets for my fountain pens, for the fancier ones, those are gonna stay in the living room, just because it makes it easier to see them, and I like to see them. The other ones that are in bags, and which are usually stored in the in my living room in a bench, like I have a kind of a, what's it called, a chest in the middle that serves as a coffee table. And so I'm thinking that I'm going to be doing the, I'm hoping that I'm in frame. So if I could, I would empty that out and do the bring all those cases in my room as well with me, just to be able to have everything together. But we shall see how that's gonna go, because if that was the case, then that would free up a lot of space in my living room, which I really want to, because right now I've got a lot of crafting things in the living room because of the fact that I'm downstairs, and I don't want to be going up and down, up and down. But now that I'm going to be upstairs and it's not as many stairs, and you know, I'm not going to have stuff in the, I'm going to have less, at least in the furnace room. I'm only going to have the doubles, like my extra tapes and stuff like that. I don't need that to be like, I mean the extra tape, I don't need that to be next to me. Or like I purchased a lot of this glue when it's back to school, and because it's much cheaper, but I don't need all of that next to me, so I can move that there. I will see as well what I do with all my notebooks, because I do have a lot of empty notebooks. But at the same time, I kind of want to have them close because I don't see them, because I store them away. I tend, I think, to repurchase some stuff that I have already. And I mean, it's not stuff that's going to go bad or anything, but I would like to not do that and use up more of my stuff. And maybe if I see all the notebooks, I won't be as inclined to purchase new ones. But we shall see if that happens. Meanwhile, I've continued to destash some stamps. So go and check out my Etsy store if you haven't. There's some pretty amazing stamps in there, and most of them are brand new. So it's a really good deal. And I'm keeping the shipping very low. And if you purchase multiples, which happened in many cases, I always refund you the excess weight, because it's charged by the stamp. But depending on the weight of the envelope and how many I can fit in one envelope without, you know, the cost going up, I try to do that. So people that purchase from me can vouch for the fact that I always refund for the extra, because I'm not there to make money on the shipping, even though Etsy is. I just want to make sure that I don't lose any money either, because that happened in the past. Because sometimes, I don't know why, but what Etsy calculates is wrong, and so I end up eating some of my shipping costs, or the shipping increases and I'm not aware of it until I go to the post office to mail the stuff, and then I discover that shipping has increased, and yeah. So trying not to lose money on the shipping. But so I've been destashing, and as I'm bringing my stuff upstairs, I'm going to continue destashing, because there's certain more stamps that I need to go through, but I need to see them in order for that to happen. And then I can decide the ones that I really want to keep, and the ones that are not so important to keep anymore. Because I do a lot of digital work. Like, I love stamps, they're very convenient, but I do a lot of digital stuff, and now with the new room I'll be able to have a printer right next to me, which is going to be even more convenient. So we shall see how that goes. Also want to change like the camera. Like, I've got other cameras, and I'm thinking that maybe I can have one set up so it's a face view versus, and another one that's like from the top, so this way you guys would see me at the same time. But I'm not sure how that's going to work because of the fact that my desk is right in front of the is going to be right in front of the window. So I need to figure that one out. Whoops. I'm not quite sure yet. So I'm giving myself time, you know, like I'm not going to rush into moving into that room. I really want to make it proper and do a cleanup of all my stash at the same time, and either sell it, if it's heavy stuff I'll sell it probably on Facebook Marketplace, and if it's smaller stuff I'll put it in my Etsy so everybody gets the benefit of it. And if it's stuff that was thrifted but I'm not gonna do a project anymore with it, I might just, you know, give it back to the thrift store. So we will see. I don't know yet how that's gonna go. It's gonna be so nice to have everything together and organized, and yeah, just very much looking forward to that. I'm pretty sure my husband's going to be happy that there's not going to be so much of my stuff in the basement. Because right now, whenever he wants to reach the furnace, it's not easy. But there's still going to be the stuff there. Like, for example, like I said, all my doubles for glues and stuff like that, like triples, and also like my huge. I have a really big creative memory bag that I carry with me when I travel, like when I go camping and stuff like that, and so that's gonna be in there. Also have smaller ones, smaller bags like that. Those are also going to be in there. So, and I wonder if I can set up my my live stream from there. I haven't figured out yet how if I'm gonna bring the computer on my desk. Like, the desk is bigger than this one, but I'm not sure how much bigger yet because I'm not there yet. So I will see how big the desk is, and because I cannot hook I can do my webcam from I can do the webcam from my computer, and then I need to use the other webcam. This is what happens, and it's a proof that it's homemade, and you've got the little marks to prove it. So yeah, I'm not. Need to go with an angle. So I'm not sure how much space I can have to set all of this up, because the overhead cam is on one of those tripods. So you see the tripods LED, unless I can set it up so that it's on my other, like just remove my other cameras and use that, or then I need to change completely my camera setup because I don't have cameras that can go live with my computer. Like the ones I use for filming, they're Canon, but they're the old Canon style. I like the picture that they give, and I like how easy they are to start and to use. So I'm very happy with that. I don't like having stuff that's too complicated with technology and such. So I will see how that goes. I also haven't taken into account they're going to be all, you know, they're all going to have some sort of mark to say that it was part of the same set. So my lighting also, I haven't considered that. That right now is in the front entry. So maybe I can remove that from there. Maybe I can store that under my desk far enough that it's not in my way. Because I don't have any other piece of furniture that doesn't go all the way down to the floor to have it in the way. Unless I can put it in the closet at the top part. Yeah, I'll have to see for that stuff. Because it'd be kind of nice to have those lights close by so that if I want to use them, I can. Like for winter days and stuff, depending on when I'm filming. If I'm filming at night, you know, sometimes right now, because of the fact that it's downstairs next to the laundry room, and I know I'm going to have to empty out the space after so that people can do the laundry, kind of makes it more difficult to decide to go and craft. Whereas if I knew that I could leave everything out, then I might craft more. So depending on how that is, then maybe how that goes, then maybe I'll film at night. But then if I film at night, I need to probably have better lighting. So we will see. So that's one. I'm not going to be able to use this for another one, but I can cut this maybe like that and like that and like that, so that I have those pieces at least. Maybe I can use them for the words or stuff. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough for all of them. have to see. If I don't have enough, I'm gonna have to figure out something else to use. I like my postcards to be all the same. If I go like this, well, I have some strips here, so maybe I can do something pieced together using the other pieces as well. It's going to be more of a patchwork type of background, but that could still be fun. And at least it would be it would be more of a set. So, you know, like something like this, then I can do something like that, and then maybe something like this here, and put like the words here or in the picture here or something of that similar to that. Okay, I'll see when I get to this one. I'll glue these ones down. And I'll see for the other ones how I want to play this out. Okay, so put that here. So that's one done. I always double glue it because of the fact that if they are mailed out, I want the mailing to go well, and I don't want the cards to get damaged in the process, or parts, you know, coming undone. So that's why I do it that way, in case you're wondering, because maybe you're wondering, like, why is she doing that? It's extra steps, but that's why. Oops. So for sure it's gonna be sturdy and it's gonna last. You see crayons on my desk. It's because I did an experiment, and the video, well, right now I'm not ready to film, but when I get the material that I'm expecting, then I'll be sharing that video with you guys, and I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Also have to finish my my class. It's so close. It's so close to being finished, but I just wanted, like, right now, because of everything, I'm just like so into trying to clean up and reorganize in my mind how it's gonna go and everything, that I'm not there yet in the process of finishing that class, which is crazy because everything is ready. Like, there's only one step left, and it's the best one, which is to decorate what I'm sharing with you guys. So everything else is done. All the kits have been prepared. Like, everything is done. And it's not going to take me that long to do the video of the decorating. Well, it's going to take me a while, but it's not the same type of video, if I can say, like, than the other two, because this class is going to be 3 videos, and they're pretty long ones, like really long ones. So I think it should be a lot of fun. Hoping it's going to be for you guys. So I'm using some, I figured maybe I could use some book pages, and I'm using as well those beautiful little images which have little horse and donkeys, and they're from a book, a Martin book that I had purchased like a long time ago. And so I figured, you know what, let's use some of those images. They'd be pretty and it would be fun to see them used. So that's what we're doing today. I also think, like, when I bring this book up, I'm going to go through and remove the stuff that I'm really going to use, because there's sometimes pages in books that, like, there's images that I'm not going to be using. So either give them to people in Happy Mail or just recycle them, depending on what the image is. Because sometimes there's text on it, or, you know, might not be the image that everybody is gonna like. Isn't that pretty? That's gonna be so pretty. I love it. I think this one is gonna stay. I'm gonna give this one with the postcards. So it's gonna be part of the kit. Okay, so I can use the big one. Maybe I can use a smaller one for this. These big ones, use them separate, and this smaller one, use it like that. I like that. So that's what we're gonna do. There we go. And then I'm going to put this here for the sentiment, which I haven't pulled out the sentiments, so I need to do that. I think I'm going to go with Tim Holtz again, just because I just love his sentiment, and I just think they're very easy to use for this type of thing. So I wonder what you guys have been up to. I know it's weird in some areas of the world right now with the Delta variant. So far here in Quebec, we haven't had much impact yet. I'm hoping that we won't. I do not want another lockdown. It'd be nice to be able to continue to see the family and everything. Okay, that's not going to move, so this is just going to go there, like so. I should have put this one a little bit higher, but it's all good. Okay, so put that over here. I have no idea how long this video is so far. I've got a feeling it's going to take me forever and a day to upload. when it's a long video, it takes very long to upload on YouTube. I like this a lot. Now it's a question of which sentiment to put with this. Okay, so I figure it would be better with white. It would show more. We are fearless, independent, and original. That seems fitting. And it can be a big phrase because it's the smallest of the image. I think I'm going to split it into 3 parts. That's my big question to myself. Okay, and here we go. So that's the first card. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And now I only have this little piece left of the paper, which is really cool. Okay, so this one here. Thinking something like that. I could put something like this and then put the word on it. That would work. I don't like the text on that book, on that page. It's trying to see if I could cover it, but I can't really, so. Okay, so that would be better. And put this here. Do this here. And maybe something like that. And then put this image. Then I need to figure out the sentiment and stuff. Maybe I can use some other little parts from this that I had put in the bin. There's not much left. Like, really not much. But, well, there's this piece too, so we shall see. I'm sorry about that. My husband's coming back, and the dogs are obviously like barking because of that. the joys of having dogs. Very sorry. I don't know what to do. I like that. Not all those wonder are lost. Will that fit? I think I can cut it into 2 pieces and have it fit. Yeah. Whoops. Okay, so not all. Oh. Wonder are lost. Here we go. So that's pretty cool. Next one. And I could put something like here and here, like 2 strips, depending on how big the word is. Like that. That would be fun. There we go. So one thing too with my son moving out, my other son moving into the downstairs bedroom, we need to refinish the floor and repaint the room before I can get upstairs. And then I also want to repaint that bedroom before moving in. And I've been thinking of which colors to use. I'm thinking I want to go with a white, but one of those whites that have like an undertone. And I'm thinking probably an undertone of green. Because of the fact that the furniture, a lot of the furniture that I have is like more you know, metallic and that sort of thing. So when nothing is sure, everything is possible. Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. Because the big cabinet with all the drawers is actually green, one of those army green, khaki, and I have, and the rest is kind of grayish. Here we go. There's going to be wood as well. Like the corner cabinet that I found today is actually, right now it's painted white, but I have the feeling that it's oak. And if I'm not mistaken, and it is oak, then what I want to do is strip it, because of the fact that my other piece of furniture that I want to use, that I'm going to be using my desk, is also oak. So it'd be very, very fun to have it into to have both pieces be oak. Because, you know, like, I don't want to have a ton of different finish and stuff like that, because then it's gonna, you know, be strange. So I would prefer if I would have, you know, more unified look. This being said, I have Raskogs that are, well, my Raskogs are, the ones here are black, but the one that I have in the garage, which I don't know if it's going to come upstairs or not, that one is teal. So that one would not fit as well in my new look. And I have some little tables that are going to have my typing machine, because I want to be able to use my typing machine in this new spot, because right now there's stuff on it. I want to put it so that I can actually use it, and I also want to and make sure that I cannot put any, because a flat surface, I don't know you, but it always ends up being filled up with stuff. So I want to make sure that this is not gonna happen again, you know. So I'm trying to learn from this space here and to arrange it so that I don't have the temptation of putting stuff on it. So I'm thinking, you know, like putting a shelf like right above it or something like that, so that it's like impossible for me to put stuff on it, because the little table is just gonna slide underneath, and there won't be room above it to put stuff on the top of the typewriter. And my tables have legs. They're all like little metallic typewriter tables. That's what they used to be used for. So one of them is gonna be with my sewing machine, and one of them is gonna have my typewriter. I also wanted to find another one to store I've got another big sewing machine. It's an old one that was gifted to me by Guylaine, my stepmom, and it was her mom's, but it's one of those heavy duty one, like very heavy duty. So it would be really fun to use it, but in order for that to happen, because it's so large and so heavy, I really need to make sure that I store it so that it's easy to access. So that is the big question right now. How am I going to do that? I haven't found a table that fits with it yet. That would be the ideal situation. But yeah, so we will see how that goes, because right now I really don't know. And then at that point, I guess I will see how I store it. But it has to be, like, I would like it to be available whenever I need it. Because if it needs to be put out, like taken out of some place, I'm not going to be using it. That's what happens right now with a lot of my stuff. And this is one of the things too, like, I don't know if I'm going to keep my I've got a Cricut and I've got a Silhouette, and I'm not sure I'm going to keep my Silhouette. I might put it for sale because I'm not using it, and I'm not using it because it's not available right now, easily available. So it's kind of, I don't want that to happen with the the other sewing machine. Like, I really want to have it close by so that I'm motivated to use it, and when I see it and it's there. You know, if I have something to do that requires me sewing, I'll be able to do so. And because I've got a tripod, I can probably put another camera on top and film that process, which I couldn't do right now because the sewing machine was in the garage. So that's going to be fun as well. Like I can actually show stuff, like Gail shows stuff. And I know that there's others out there that do show their sewing, and it'd just be really fun to be able to share like the full process with you guys and not just some parts of the process. So listen to your heart, it will show you the way. Seems appropriate for this little girl. Okay, so that's gonna be pretty much it. I can put those away so I have more room. That's gonna be fun too, having a desk, like having actual room at a desk. Oops. Oh. I had one last little piece. Maybe I can put it over here. This way it's gonna fit, because right now this is not working out. I'm missing, I don't have enough space for everything. So maybe I can lift this up. Hopefully I can still lift it up. Hasn't stuck permanently yet. Whoops. Got stuff all over my fingers. Okay, so whoops. I've got glue all over the place. Here we go. And then use the last one. I really like how they turned out. I think they're totally adorable and would be really fun to mail out to people you love. So those are the ones. This is the last one. So I made 5 of them, and like I said, part of the kit will have this little image with it, like the part of the package. I'll send out this little image as well. Now I just need to sign them, and that is it. So I hope you've enjoyed this super long chatty video. I'm looking forward to reading your comments about it. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death, and if you were bored that you skipped forward, if you're listening to me right now, you're champs. So love you guys, stay safe, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love for you to stick around and see what's up next. For sure in the upcoming, like, I'll be sharing with my Patreon the setting up of my craft room. That's going to be there, but I will be sharing with you guys like the reveal when it's all finished. So stick around, you're going to want to see that. Bye.